All right, so I got Sai with me. We're going to be going over chapter 1084 because I don't know what else to talk about today. So,
Hello, guys. My name is Sai.
so we're inside of Pangaea Castle, and we see Sabo wrecking some of these knights. And I thought this was cool, mainly because it's like immediately power scaling these guys.
Yeah. We're putting them on the Sabo scale.
Yeah, because it's like at least I was wondering, like, we might even talked about this before when we were talking about when Shanks met the Gorosei. We saw these guys there. It's like these guys got to be pretty important if they're like directly guarding the Gorosei / the secrets of Mary Joie. And no, they're kind of just civilians.
No,
they're just getting one shot.
Fodder.
Yeah, they're fodder. Like, what is the point of having these guys?
Do you think a regular Marine could take these guys on?
I would say like they're maybe captain level.
Maybe captain level? I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I feel like they're limited because every one of these holy guards, I don't even know what to call them, every one of these castle guards we've seen, they all carry a spear. And it's like, wait, where's their guns? Why are they not strapped? Like, regular Marines could just come around and just shoot them. I don't know.
Yeah,
it feels so inefficient. And then their helmets, too. Like, we could talk about their vision here in a minute, but their helmets do them no favors. Like, they're just set up to lose.
They are, and it's just, I guess it goes back to the Gorosei being incompetent or something, which is a recurring
that's a
theme
good
here.
meme.
But just like, they should just be clad in sea stone. Their spear should be sea stone.
They should have some basic hockey.
Yeah, just a basic
right?
understanding of it at least.
They gotta have something, bro.
No, they have nothing.
Yeah, rest in peace. They're just regular guys. How do you get this job even?
Exactly. It's kind of disappointing. Like, they should at least be vice admiral level.
I mean, hey, at this point, these guys on the floor, this could be me and you. Like, maybe this is our next job.
I wish. You kidding me? Stand and guard Mary Joie all day? It's easy.
Yeah. We'd probably get paid a lot, but we'd also have to, like, help out St. Charles, which I don't know how keen of that I am, but...
True. Well, we got to have some Charlos fans out there. I used to know a guy who did like Charlos.
No way. Did you really?
Yeah. I shout out to Grim Reaper. He is an unironic fan of Charlos. Wow. I don't know why, but at least it just goes to show that there is always a fan of something, no matter how despicable and unlikable you are.
What was his favorite aspect of Charlos? I gotta know now. Like his power, his durability, his mindset, his appearance. What was enticing?
To be honest, he never gave a good reason, but I think it's because he sees himself in Charlos.
Yeah, it's like looking at a mirror. It's a self-insert. Oh, that's so cursed.
But we see Sabo going through Mary Joie here after easily taking out these useless night guards, and he runs into Bonnie. Now, of course, this is a flashback to a month earlier. A month earlier from exactly when, we still don't even know, because we're kind of just with this flashback of Dragon talking to Sabo. So it's like, is that happening congruently to what's happening at Egghead? Still don't know. Timeline's all kind of messed up here, but we find out at least how Bonnie got out of Mary Joie and went to where Egghead is, whatever.
Dude, that's so funny.
Maybe we'll see the connective tissue of that. And also we have this little unnecessary scene of the guards almost spotting them, and then Sabo like Spider-Man's / Batman's her up onto this buttress thing, holding her like a damsel in distress.
There is so much here that's just I wouldn't say strange. They also, like you said, they hop up on the buttress to avoid the guards, but we also in this chapter we saw Sabo take these guards out with ease, and it's like I don't really get it, but you know it's fair, right? Maybe these guards have like a Den Mushi heart receptor. Maybe if like they die, the entire castle will be alerted as to where they are. Like, we don't know the logistics, but you know they're treating this like it's a game of Batman Arkham Knight, right? Like every single bad guy, they hop up on the pillar and then they're like, oh whoa, well it was the wind.
They are very NPC like here, even so much as to the fact that like I think Sabo doesn't take them out because of the dialogue that they must say here, and it's actually kind of important. It's like something they shouldn't have. Like what? The Lost Chamber. Shh! Don't say it out loud, even as a joke. So that's it. It's like Sabo has to hear these guys say The Lost
Oda's
Chamber.
been playing video games.
Yeah, he has. This is the Viz translation, by the way, the AK official one. Makes more sense than the Phantom Room or whatever they called it in the other translations. It's Phantom Room or something
the
like
Lost
that?
Chamber sounds cooler. It's like something out of Harry Potter.
Yeah,
It's like the Chamber of Secrets.
pretty much the same thing. But I think we know for sure now that this is the same room that Emu was inside of, the Chamber of Flowers or whatever they called it.
It could be either the Chamber of Flowers, but I also thought of the room with the giant straw hat.
Ah, yes,
Because
yes.
that place, bro. I don't know if you looked at the colored version of it, but that place looks lost. That is a lost chamber. There's like mold on the ceiling, cobwebs everywhere.
Yeah, it's
If there's a
cold
lost
somehow.
chamber, it's got to be that one.
Yeah, I do like the color
The maids
version.
aren't cleaning it.
No, nobody's cleaning that. Yeah, but it's also cold. It's like refrigerated somehow. Maybe.
Yeah,
devil
it's
fruit.
weird. Yeah, it's like a giant like cryogenic chamber for some reason for a straw hat.
Yeah, you don't want to
There's-
get
there's
mold
so-
on it. All that Joy Boy sweat, you don't want to.
Yeah,
accumulate mold
he
on
had to
it.
save it, right? He had to save the sweat. And what's interesting is that if you look at that chamber, there's actually 9 doors. I think there's maybe 10. So there's like there could be like more quote straw hats there too, or other mementos. So there's probably more things that they want to freeze in that lost chamber if that's what it is.
True. I didn't even take that into consideration. I was always just focusing on the straw hat, which popular opinion it belonged to Joy Boy. That's a topic.
Man,
for another
what's with
time.
all these people shopping at the same straw hat store? That's crazy.
Yeah, I have no idea what the straw hats are. Like, other than just a symbol for cool D guys to wear, I have no idea what it means.
A popular theory that's been running around. I did not cook this one up myself, but it's that the straw hat represents the sun.
Ah, but of course.
Like you know how like you see the sun coming over the horizon. It kind of looked like a straw hat.
Yes.
I could kind of see that one. I feel like that's the only one that really makes sense. Because other than that, it's like, man, straw hats are typical in Asia. You know, like I could knock on my parents' door and be like, hey, can I borrow a straw hat? They're like, yeah. Which one out of 100 do you want, right?
Whether it is like that secret refrigerated vault place or the Chamber of Flowers, this is for sure leads to how Sabo saw Emu. I mean, he sees Emu on the empty throne, or at least he says that to Dragon before Lelouch gets nuked, right?
Yeah.
So I guess he goes investigating this lost chamber or something because he's hearing it for a reason, and we see him directly reacting to it. So this just leads to that. Maybe we'll see it in the next chapter. Oh man.
I hope so.
Yeah. Like we just see Emu, like I don't know, Ace. I'm sorry, Sabo. Seeing
Hey,
Emu.
Sabo. Hey, same person.
We see Sabo seeing Ace, and then we get the face reveal of Emu. That would be.
I
satisfying.
really hope so, man. Because I don't want to word it this way. I don't want this to come off the wrong way either. But this chapter, at least to me, it felt very predictable. Everything that happens in this chapter are things we already knew happened, right? Like the Sabo portion, we know that they attacked Marijois. Bonnie, we already knew this happened because Bonnie mentioned it. And then we have Sabo meeting Emu. Yeah, we heard about that as well. The 20 Kingdoms, we already knew about that. Like, the only thing new in this chapter was Lily, which we'll get to here in a minute. Like, even the Shirahoshi thing, we already knew that there was an attempted murder because they talked about that before in 1054. Like, it just feels like this chapter was just giving us things that we already knew. So I feel like the next chapter, it's got to be something brand new. It's got to be something fresh. So I really do hope we see more of the Lost Chamber of Secrets, or if we even see the Emu face, like you said.
We're ripe for information to be shed here, and it's the whole thing about Cobra. Again, going back to what you were saying, telling us everything we already know. He talks about how 800 years ago, he doesn't say after the Great War, but that's like chronologically when it happened. Like after this quote-unquote Great War happened, then the world government came together with the 20 kingdoms. And then, as we also knew, one of them, which was Alabasta, refused to go to Marijois. And now we're finding out that it was led by Queen Lily.
What a massive L.
Of Nefertari, yeah. Just like fake being a sociopath. You don't have to be one,
at least
just fake
bro.
it. Fake it till you
Like
make it.
become a celestial dragon and say, "Hey, I'm gonna go visit my family real quick," right? Like,
Exactly.
and they just never come back. Like, she did not
Whoops.
think this through.
We find out about the formation of the world government, and then we find out about Queen Lily, which is spelled Lily in the official translation.
Yes.
So, do you think that means that this person, Lily, possibly came to make Amazon Lily?
Oh man, this is a can of worms. The her name has been tossed around like somebody at a fraternity, bro. I don't even know. Like like at first it was Lily, like Lily, and then the scans came out and they're like, oh, it's Lili, which I could see why, because if you look at the Japanese raws, it's different from Lily, like Amazon Lily. And then the official came out, it's like Lily again. And it's like, bro, at this point, yeah, I feel like it could be Amazon Lily, but if it is, then it's like, wait, wouldn't that be the most logical connection to begin with? Because it's not like Amazon Lily is a name hidden from the world. Like, King Cobra definitely knows what Amazon Lily is. Like, if you know who Boa Hancock is, who's the most beautiful woman in the world, you know that she lives on Amazon Lily, and that place has existed. So if nobody has made that simple connection of Lily and Amazon Lily in 900 years, I'd be a little bit shocked. But also, if Lily did form Amazon Lily, it would also beg the question of why did she not go home like she intended? And also, why did it become an island full of only women? There's a couple of questions there. I like the idea. I think there's a lot of room to play with it. Like the Void Sentry, right? If this is the case, I think there's a lot of different routes we could go. And I'm interested in it. I like getting crazy plot developments that don't make sense until a later date.
Yeah, I didn't know that the Japanese was different than how Amazon Lily is spelled. So maybe it isn't supposed to be a direct parallel to that. Maybe, I don't know, I've seen some stuff going around where it's supposed to be Oda, I don't know, basing off of Lilith, like the biblical
Oh
figure.
yeah, I like that. Yeah, Lilith, like the demon.
Yeah, the first female demon or something, and then she was seduced by Lucifer, and that's what cast her out of the garden.
Man, Lily is such a strange character. Even if that was true, Bo. Like they talked about how Lily penned a short letter about the will of D, right? And this letter that Lily wrote is apparently so benign that King Cobra has to ask other people what the letter's about.
Yeah, that's interesting. Like, is he not able to understand it or something?
Yeah, like apparently Lily wrote gibberish because King Cobra's like, "Hey, I gotta know, guys. What is the will of D?" Like Lily wrote me a letter and she keyed it, and I have no idea what's going on here. That's essentially what King Cobra is saying to these guys.
Yeah, I like the way that he phrases it too. It's like one of us talking to the Gorosei. They're
Yeah,
like, yeah, we don't know. And he's like, oh, well, in that case, what is D? What does that mean?
it's like somebody interviewing Oda.
Yeah, hey, what's D mean? I mean, we know it means dawn, but like, why? Is it because, we're supposed to bring the dawn? Is that what it is? Is it that open-ended, Oda?
Yeah, the ball's on King Cobra, man.
I love it.
He can't stand, but he's running.